I've talked to every single one of my clients on the phone before they ever work with me. I've been doing it for 12 years. I've never ever had someone book a link, and like we've always became best friends before we start shooting.
What would you say is kind of the same thing, like you said, what they need to get paid and what they actually need, what they actually do to get paid? What's the same thing when you're working with a business, or how most creators would approach a business to get paid and that they do wrong versus what they actually should be doing to land some of those retainers and put themselves in position to get their time back and do some of these other things that you're explaining?
I'm trying to understand the question. I guess you're trying to figure out like what are they doing wrong to land these clients as far as pricing?
Yeah. Like from their attempts to try and get retainers versus what they actually should be doing to get their retainers.
So, it's a lot of things. So, one, they had this thing they created this thing called a pricing sheet. I don't know if they know what that is. You know what that is? A pricing sheet?
Yeah.
So you'll create I've done that too. Regardless, you create pricing sheets. It may have like 3 things on there, maybe 5 different packages on there. It might have list all the different things, and then they send it to a client and they say, boom, just pick whichever one you want. So here's the issue with that. The issue with that is you're allowing the client to be the expert in what you deliver on. Right? So Moose, I don't know how creative you are, but I don't know, do you know what, do clients know what raw footage, JPEGs, high res, all these different terminologies, do they know what any of these things mean? And
no, very little.
If it's beneficial to them.
Right? Yeah, very little.
So what happens is, since we don't know, I'm like, well, I'm going to assume. Well, I'm not going to assume. I'm going to already think in my mind as a client, I want the lowest package because I don't want to spend a lot of money for it. Right? So I decide to pick the lower package. And then when I come to the shoot, you realize that I want to shoot a whole movie. Yes, we didn't hop on a call with a client, right? We don't know. We're not the doctor. We didn't assess what they need. We end up trying to automate the business when the business is not even systemized to automate. Right? So I guess problem one is pricing sheets, right? You can't necessarily diagnose someone without talking to them and hearing the problems first. What do you actually want? Right? And then I can price you accordingly. I don't put it like this. If I'm the only person who knows what you need, why would I allow you to pick it?
That's good.
If I go to the doctor and I can't walk, right? I know that you need a spinal surgery because I looked at an X-ray. But the nurse come in there and give you a pricing sheet. Which one do you want? You got spine surgery, you got freaking knee surgery, and you got whatever, neck surgery. So you just like, neck surgery is $200. You pick neck surgery, you got neck surgery done, couldn't find out you actually need the spinal surgery. The doctor already knew that. The nurse and the doctor ask series of questions, do x-rays before they actually give you, and they don't give you options. They're like, listen, if you want to walk again, this surgery is going to cost you 10 grand. It's going to take the surgery's 2 days, 2 weeks in bed rest, and you're going to be up walking in no time. Why would you pick anything else?
Because you didn't know.
You didn't know.
And you were trying to be cheap.
You're trying to be cheap, you're trying to automate it. So what happens is, they should, whether they like it or not, they should hop on a call with every single client, period.
Wow.
No, that's a fact. That's always a fact.
It's going to suck, and I get it, because you got to work. You got to work your job. Talk to them on lunch break. Talk to them when you get off work, right? Oh, people just trying to be cheap. I get it. I understand. But since I've been shooting, of course, I didn't have a website. I've talked to every single one of my clients on the phone before they ever work with me. I've been doing it for 12 years. I've never ever had someone book a link, and like we've always became best friends before we start shooting. I know exactly what's your name. I know what we're shooting. I know there's no hiccups. I had less problems on location, on set, because I know exactly what I'm getting myself into before I go shoot.
Man, that's so good.
It's so good.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's so good.
Most people don't. You send the link, and boom, what's crazy? They send the link, bro. You don't even know who the person is until you show up. You can't even pick them out of a lineup.
You hear like, yo, you
Are you booked me?
Right. We haven't talked to each other. What's going to, and you guys can speak on this. If you send me a link, what's going to like incentivize me to spend more. $300 probably the max I'm going to spend on a link.
Right.
I don't know.
Right.
I don't know you. I don't know if I like you. I don't trust you. You could be a scammer. How much are you willing to spend? I can't do it.
Okay, wait. Stay there. So, what do you suggest for those introverts that don't want to get on the phone and talk to them and just want to do the work? Are you suggesting, this ain't for you, or what we doing?
I'm tracking. What I suggest is you hop on the phone anyway. Okay. So here's the thing. Just because you're an introvert, this is still your business. It has nothing to do with you, ha, can't laughing. It's like, do I like you? Do I trust you? Whatever. You can be monotone on the phone. If we have a connection and I feel like you know what I want in a vision, what you say, you being an introvert, has nothing to do with the product. Those are two separate things.
Right.
You need to learn sales and marketing to be able to run a business.
Say that again.
You can't, even if some people may say I'm an introvert, I'm gonna give it to somebody else. You can't give a job to someone else that you don't fully understand, because you can't train them on a job that you don't know.
First of all, you're not gonna speed past that like you didn't just say what you just said.
For real. I had somebody say like, man, I don't want to like do sales. I just had somebody else do it. Right. How you gonna train them? Well, how you gonna, you ain't got trainers? Okay.
Okay. All right. Sorry, Mose. I had to.
Appeal. I get it. Introverts kind of like, I don't want to get on the phone, but I'm telling you, even if you're an introvert, you will still sell more. Mind you, now I've been coaching for 4 years, so that means I've already coached introverts, extroverts, all type of people, and they've all made money. So it's like your personality type really doesn't matter. Some people are mean, some people are nice. It doesn't matter. Do you have the sauce, or not even have the sauce? Forget the sauce. You don't need sauce. Do you understand my vision, and are you the right person for the job?
Yeah. What's crazy, man, is that so much of what you're saying, like, I know of course, your niche is specific to videographers, creative shooters, but it's like tangible business fundamentals. Like, you could do this in any real business model, which is really dope. The one thing you mentioned though is marketing. And of course, I feel like that is a whole new hurdle in itself, because like you mentioned, algorithms changing, platforms coming up that are new. What are some of the things that you maybe teach your students to maybe embody so that they can learn how to consistently get themselves in front of new people? Yeah,
sure. So here's the crazy thing is, I strictly focus on Instagram, but you can do it for any social media. So you got to have so we understand we have a niche. You need to have content on your page that's niche. So let's say you're Instagram, and let's say you focus strictly on pet photography, whatever, as an example, work with pets. Okay. Then you can literally, I focus on messaging, like DMs and messaging and outreach to other businesses, right? Meaning you can be at the house, you can be at work, you can be at the job or whatever, and you can have conversations with 50, pet companies a day, right? With having these conversations with people, you got to find out whether they want your services or not. We're not spamming people, right? We're talking to people. We're having a conversation with people who already want our stuff anyway. Once they decide to say, yeah, I want it, that's what I need, you hop on a call with them and then you close them for whatever your retainer is. So now here's the crazy thing about it. Since we skipped over websites and all this other stuff, meaning we get right to the bag, we're at the house and we're focusing, getting really, really good at having a conversation with people and finding out whether they want our services, right? So let's say out of those 50, we'll be able to hop on a call with, 5 people, right? Or 2 people a day, whatever. At the end of the week, you would have already closed at least one person for $1,000 a month. Now, you're probably thinking, man, I'm sending these messages, my freaking fingers hurt. This sucks, right? But it's kind of like, back in the day, you had to do door-to-door sales.
Yep.
Back in the day, you had to do radio advertising. Back in the day, you had to do all this extra work. Now we got social media. You don't have to go across the street and talk to the pet company. You can find them right here on Facebook, right here on Instagram, and send them, yo, what's up? I seen your stuff. It's right at your fingertips. People are like, where are the clients? They're online.